to a point where you start stepping on my toes, or you start to really trying to like play me, really trying to play me, I start playing a little game with you just to see how far you gonna go with this. How far you think that you can get with trying to manipulate me, trying to really portray yourself to be to somebody I know that you're not really in that spirit, for real. I know that's not you. So people, when you hear people say that statement a lot, I know that's not you. Be careful, because that person may have an actual innate gift to see who you really are in the spirit, and you really think that they talking about, oh, I know who you are, because you thinking they going off of maybe past experiences, or them knowing you in the past as a reason as to why they say that they know who you are. That's not always the case. It could be because they just have an innate gift to see who you are operating in the spirit realm, to really say that statement to you. Now, what I'm getting at with this is that in relationships, people have a tendency, we all have a tendency to protect ourselves from harm, from hurt, from pain, because a lot of us have been through so much pain that we don't want to go through even more pain. We don't want to experience that pain all over again. But when you start messing with people or getting into deep relationship, intimate relationships, and situations where the man wants to start playing games with you and doing that comparison game where he's trying to compare you to the next female, that is when you need to stop playing altogether. Yeah, I said they told you crazy. What are you talking about? No, that's when you play. No. Don't play with your time. Don't play with your abilities. Don't play with your strength. Don't play with your anointings. Don't play with your confidence. Don't play with your aura. Don't play with certain things that you allow for yourself to invite certain things in and cause a stigmatism in identity, because someone else is trying to manipulate your identity and making you seem lesser than what you truly are. Men has the ability, women has the ability, and you do hear me saying both men and women, yes, the manipulation tactic that is used to make that individual feel lesser than what they truly are, and in hopes that they may make them feel less in order to build themselves up to where you truly are. See, this person in the spirit feels this way. I'm giving you an example. The person in the spirit feels this way. They know that they feel this way. They know that you up here in spirit. You vibrating high, baby. They vibrating low. The people that they normally used to dealing with, they can see them eye to eye, right? So they can rock with them. They don't feel challenged to the point where they have to put in work in order to build their vibrations up in order to be able to rock with you on eye level. Most men that ends up on a lower vibrational level tends to feel some way when it comes down to their confidence, when it comes down to their ability to be able to get you. It's a fear of rejection. They're dealing with a fear of rejection. When you have a man that you're dealing with and he's dealing with the fear of rejection, be careful. Be very, 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 very careful. And I'm going to tell you why. It is because depending on how long he's been dealing with the fear of rejection will determine how long he has been playing with the manipulation tactic. Because if he has been playing around with this manipulation tactic for over years of a time, he has become an expert at this skill. He's become an expert at this skill so much so he can manipulate your mind into believing that you're lesser than what you truly are. You were vibrating here. He was vibrating here when you guys first met. However, he used other females that he's eye level with that's vibrating down here at the same level as him. But he's talking to you down here while you're up here telling you that you're not amounting to the females that he's dealing with down here. It is manipulation at its best, baby. And he's going to try that thing depending on how great he's got at this skill. He's going to use this tactic to his advantage. He's going to use it so much so that he's going to try to milk it until it ain't no milk left. Reason why I say this is because you up here, as I stated, he's vibrating down here. He's telling you about all the females that's operating down here that he's at eye level with, about how you can't compare, about how he got all these options, about how they doing this over here, and then you over here, but you a type of female that you really try not to judge other females, or you really try not to you alone, or you by yourself, or you one of them girls that's focused. You keep your head on track. You ain't out here partying. You ain't out here clubbing. You ain't out here doing all the other things that all these other females doing, giving their attention to everybody and everything. And you ain't easily accessible. You ain't easily accessible as all these other females are. So you are more of a challenge, okay? So because you're more of a challenge, the man is not willing to put in as much work as he should or could, because he got all these other females is down here operating in a pool that he can somehow give his attention, his time to, but ultimately they not feeding his spirit, not really giving his spirit to them. He not really giving his soul to them. They really don't know him on the level which you know him, because you see, you up here, your spirit is up here, you vibrating high, baby. He down here, his spirit is vibrating at a lower frequency. He not trying to be challenged, right? So he not trying to do the work in order to be eye level with you, to vibrate as high as you, right? Because he got to put in some work. So he a little lazy, right? So he got all these females down here that's at eye level with him, that's operating in this pool, that's doing the same thing he's doing, clubbing, hanging out, all these other things they into. They not focused. They not on. You know what I'm saying? They not what you would call formidable women. A formidable woman that takes care of her household, that holds down the household, that does what she needs to do for the kids, that does what she needs to do for this, that, and the third. She's not out partying all the time. She's not out drinking all the time. She's not out celebrating all the time and doing all these other things that all these other females are doing. And if she is doing it, she's doing it in the privacy of her own home. She's on a whole different level. She's seeing different. She's moving different. She's operating different. She's not giving her attention and her time to know anybody. You see what I'm saying? And when you operate at that type of level, it really irritates the man that is operating from a fear of rejection and that's still dealing with childhood trauma. I'm going to say it again. It irritates the man that is still dealing with fear of rejection and childhood trauma. So instead of dealing with his issues, confronting his issues, taking on the issues that he's dealing with, and that is keeping him at this vibrational level, what he's gonna do is manipulate you into making you think that you are the issue, that you are the problem, that you're not doing what you're supposed to do because you're not making yourself easily accessible, or you're not making yourself operate at the same level he's operating at. So he's gonna try to slowly bring you down. Slowly bring you down until you at eye level with him. And then do you know what's gonna happen when you bring yourself, when you was here and then you bring yourself down here to eye level to him? Now you at eye level, he gonna start treating you like all the other female. All